It's my pleasure to be joined today by the one and only undisputed super middleweight champ of the world, Canelo Alvarez. We know why we're here, Canelo, to talk about your mega fight. Takes place Saturday on Netflix at the Allegiant Stadium against Terence Crawford. You're defending your title. And you know what? This was a fight that when we talked about it a while back before you had your fight in May when it was being discussed, this was not a fight that you were really that interested in. I'm wondering what changed.
When you guys asking about that fight, I never had in my mind before. It was a surprise for me. So that's why I say, why you try guys to fight me with Terence Crawford, right? But if you see everything, you can see how big is this fight. No, it's one of the biggest in the boxing history. So that's why I accepted. Terence Crawford is one of the best pound for pound out there. So two of the best pound for pound fighters fighting each other is big fight.
Absolutely. And I was going to ask you about that because I saw the interviews that you did during your grand arrivals on Tuesday. And you said that you thought this was the biggest fight of your career. And it's a big one. I'll give you that. But you've had so many. And I wonder, why is it that you think this is bigger than Triple G 1 and 2, Miguel Cotto, Floyd Mayweather, Caleb Plant, Kovalev, you name it, Billy Joe Saunders with the record crowd. Why is this one bigger than all of those?
Oh, you see, everything is involved. Netflix, Riyadh season, everything around the fight is big. You can see how big, you can see the energy, you can see different everything. And I've been there before and I know how big is this fight. So that's why I call this fight one of my biggest fights in my career.
I thought you said it was the biggest.
It's one of the biggest.
Okay, fair.
Maybe it's going to be the most watched, right? The most watched in terms on other things. Maybe it's going to be the biggest.
Yeah, no doubt about that. First of all, congratulations. I know you and your wife had a lovely baby girl last month. Saw your postings on your social media. So congratulations. It's a wonderful thing. But I wonder, how much of a distraction was that to break camp and be with your family when your baby came? And has that sort of been at all a disruption to your training for this fight?
Nothing. Was a motivation for me. Was a big motivation for me. And you know what, Dan? The universe is great because happened in the weekend. So I finished my workout and my wife called me, hey, it's coming. So I fly there for 2 days and Sunday I was back to training camp.
So you didn't really even miss any of your camp,
no,
did you?
I don't miss any training. And it was perfect. It was very motivation, a lot of motivation for me. I had a discipline, always. But discipline versus with that motivation is amazing.
So I want to ask you just a little bit about your fight in May, because obviously you seem very motivated and very excited for this fight with Crawford. That one, obviously, you won the fight. I thought you won basically every round, but it certainly was not a crowd pleaser. A lot of people were disappointed with the way William Skull fought against you. Real boring fight. But you also didn't really seem to have the ability to cut the ring off, to land a lot of punches, to do any kind of hurt on him. And you just sort of tell me, what was your reasons for that sort of situation and why it wasn't as good of a fight as Canelo Alvarez fights usually are?
Yeah, at that point, with that situation, you need to win the fight. It's all matters. Win the fight, because a fighter like him running, and when you try to cut and try to get in, he put the head in front of him. So a lot of risk there, to have a head in my face, and plus the guy don't really want to fight that night.
Understood. I want to just wrap up with this.
And those situations, you need to be more patient, because if you go and try and everything, he started touching you and winning the rounds. You know what I mean? At that point, you need to find a way how to win, because a win is a win.
Are you okay with one more question?
Yeah.
I know, I look at this kind of like you're in maybe a little bit of a no-win situation. I know you always come prepared for your fights and you want to win and, put on a great fight for the fans and all that business. But here you are fighting a guy like you're coming up from welterweight, essentially. So if you win the fight, a lot of folks will say, well, it's we love Canelo, but he beat a welterweight. If you lose the fight, you're like, oh my God, Canelo lost to a welterweight. So it's sort of you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So do you look at it like a no-win situation? Do you care what those critics might say, whatever
No,
happens?
at the end of the day, Dan, is their opinions. It's opinions, just opinions. For me, in my mind, it's opinions. I know what I need to do. I know I need to win the fight. I know how big it's for me. I know what means for me and for my team and for everybody. And the people talk, they always talk, no matter what. You
So
know that.
what does it mean for you?
Oh, it means a lot. This fight, two of the best fighters out there fighting, the stage, everything.
I
Everything
just
means
lost
a
you there.
lot.
For what does it mean? What does it mean for you? I lost you there for a second.
Oh, it means a lot. Two of the best fighters fighting each other. Uh, um, the magnitude of the fight, Mexico versus America, it's big. For me, it means a lot.
Well, I think it's big for everybody, big for the fans, big for boxing, big for Netflix, big for Las Vegas. Thank you very much, Canelo. I wish you the best of luck Saturday. I look forward to being at the fight, watching you do your thing.
Thank you, Dan. Take care.